Hi everyone. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the custom login page in Spring Security. This is continuation of the previous one, and in this we are using the in-memory authentication concept. So let's start with that. So I'm going to file new, start with the Spring project, Spring Starter project, and I pick the dependencies here. So we will allow the dependencies to load, project to load. And in this, we are adding some additional dependencies for JSPs because in this project, we are using a JSPs as well. And we need some configurations here that is in application.properties. Since I'm using the JSPs here, I need to mention the prefix and suffix in this. So my JSPs I'll save in this path, and I have to create that folder as well. The spring.mvc.view.suffix, and the file is .jsp. Also, I want to change my server port, server.port. I want to use 8081 here. So I have to mention here in this application.properties for any change. And as I'm using the views, I need to create this folder. So I'll go to the src main. In this new folder, web app, web inf, so if you look at the prefix and suffix here, so in the prefix I have given the web inf views path. So by default the Spring will be searching in this folder web app. That should be the same. The name should not change here, otherwise this will not work. And in that, whatever path we are giving, that we need to mention in the application.properties file. And what format I want to use here is .jsp. So now we got the views created folder, and here I want to create some JSPs. So first one is login.jsp. So here I've got the login.jsp file. So I'm putting it here. So if you look at this, this is a simple login page form that is with username and password, 2 text fields and the button, and with some action here. So, and this is a login page, and also I want to have the success if login is successful. So for that, I'll create some success.jsp with some success message, that is login is successful. So now we got JSPs also ready, and let's jump to the controller part. So here I want to create a new package dot controller, and in this package I want to create the file name, Java file controller, and here I want to mark this as a controller. For that I want to use controller annotation. so that the Spring will identify. And inside this, I just create some methods for mapping. So for that I want to use get mapping annotation, and some path, mapping path. One is for login, and I'll create the second method, that is success. So now we got the controller also ready, and we are going to write some configuration file, and for that a new package dot config. And inside this I would like to have the class, it's called security config. So here, this is a simple class. I want to make this as a configuration file. For that, I first write configuration annotation, and also I want to enable some security features for this class, so that it will help in the security part. So for that I use this annotation, and I extend some class related to security, that is web security configurer adapter. And I want to override some methods related to the configuration here. So one is configure authentication manager builder, and another one is HTTP security. So I have overridden the two methods with different different types of parameters, and here I'll start with the reference that I have taken in the brackets, authentication. So here I'm using in-memory authentication. So I just check in the like request what kind of username it is. That I want to have some user called admin. So for that I'll type admin, and I give some password called admin. So here I'm using the noop, because I if we give it as a noop, we don't have to encode the password, so that will not give any issue. And I'll write, so here so I need to give the authority also, what kind of user he is. So for that I want to mark this user as admin. And I'll take the second user, that is so here I'll take the same uh, methods. since the syntax is same, I'm using the same, but I've changed the username as test and test. And here I want to give this role as user. So that's all in this method. Sorry. Now coming to the second method, we will begin with http dot authorize request dot ant matches here. So here in this case, suppose whatever comes in, like in the URL, I want to just redirect it to login. Sorry. So whatever comes in the URL, I want to authenticate that first, and I will redirect it. So let me write this method and I'll explain how it works. So coming from the beginning, first we are authorizing the requests in the URL, and whatever comes in, like in the URL, it may be anything after the port number, it may be any random thing. It will authenticate and it will redirect it to the login page, that is login request. And also if login is successful, we are willing to display the success page. For that we write this default success URL. So if it is successful, it will redirect to the success.jsp page. So this is about the configuration file, and now let's run the program and see if it's working. Now launch login. So first of all, I'll just simply give 8081. I don't give anything since we gave star after the slash. So let's run it. So now you see login page is displayed, and here I'll type the username and password, admin and admin. Click on login. Now login is successful. So now you see, first it is checking the login, it's checking the URL, and first is displaying the login page if you don't type anything also. And if it's once it is successful, it is going to the success in the controller and is displaying the success page, success.jsp. So whatever we are returning here is a .jsp that we mentioned in the suffix, and path is mentioned here. So this is how it works, the custom login thing using the in-memory authentication feature. So that's all for today's video. Thank you.